Yes, we have been through a journey through that lion's gate, and I have received deep healing the weekend, and I have been feeling that deep gratitude coming inside of the field. These are these are our last days here in this beautiful garden, and I was thinking in the beginning of this week and in the sealing of our Lionsgate energies, I can stream from here. And today, this deep feeling of gratitude, this feeling of beloved, behold, receiving the healing. I hope that you have received healing as well after the storming in of energies of the Lionsgate. And the feeling of gratitude, this feeling of receiving the healing, is actually opening up the space as well, opening up that space to free yourself from any clinging. Like we have been working a lot with the flood and with the flooding away of the old and the rigid and the stuckness and everything that you're holding on, your identity, your like your aspirations, your fixed ideas about yourself, about this world, about your vision, about this life, about this organism of being. And I have been trying to find words for you to receive that transmission, to receive that feeling. Jiddu Krishnamurti talked a lot about, dying of yourself, you know, um, you know, yes, to die to yourself completely. And here it's not the ego, it's not the identity, because all of these aspects of yourself, the psychological aspects of yourself, you need to navigate through that life, to navigate your relationships, to navigate your work with this, with this universe here. But what I mean is to die to yourself completely is this freedom to open yourself to something that is new, and that is the bark that is sailing the Nile. And can this bark just give herself to the stream? Can the Nile and the sails of that boat, of that bark, just catch the wind and just sail in a beautiful way? This is what I'm feeling today. I'm feeling that I'm giving myself to that sailing. I'm giving myself to the winds. I'm giving myself to this new morning. I'm giving myself to this new field of being, of co-creating together. And the receiving of the healing, what I received the weekend is the dying of the old, the dying of the past, and the dying of all what you feel like a karmic burden and like the rucksack on your shoulders. Take off that burden, take off that rucksack away from your shoulders, so your shoulders, your chest is opening up. And then when we are receiving this artistic depiction on the Dentara ceiling, where the god Ra as a form, as a serpent, as a Kundalini is rising from the lotus. So inside of the lotus, in the center of the bark, is the opening of the lotus, the petals of the lotus, and everything is blossoming here. And like we are harvesting the zucchinis and the vegetables, the flowers, the fruits, the berries. It's a lush summer, and you see this. I'm getting darker and darker. It is in the midst of the summer, so everything is lush. So the bark is opening up herself to that lotus flower, opening up her petals, and then from inside of that lotus, the serpent, the Ra, the new sun, your new energy is rising up undulating inside of you, undulating in this beautiful new morning, in this beautiful new dawn, in this beautiful new energies that we have co-created together. And yes, we will be sealing the 8888 Lionsgate Challenge with an ending ceremony. And I want you to prepare for this ceremony. I want you to have this feeling of what is the new that is coming. What is it that wants to come through you? And like, what is it that wants to, to undulate, inulate, rise up inside of you? Inside of your sensual being, inside of your seducing of the new, the seducing of the new dawn, the seducing of your new vision, the seducing of the beautiful summer that is rising up. And this is interesting. In our Western cosmology, the new year is in the middle of the winter, is in the end of December. Here in our cosmology is in the middle of the lush summer. And there is the undulation, the flooding of the Nile, the flooding of new ideas, the flooding of new energies, the flooding as well of new sensualities coming through your embodying of these new energies. And I am inviting you, I'm inviting you to reflect upon our journey, upon your own journey, about, reflect on the beings that came in. I was very surprised when Archangel Jeremiel came in. And Jeremiel is speaking to me, is holding me, is making everything light. Everything was so dense and tense and heavy inside of the Lion's Gate itself. And Archangel Jeremiel is just carrying me on his wings. And then the new sun, is rising like a serpent, like a newborn serpent, like coming up from the base of your spine. You can feel it, you can really sense it in your body, and you can really undulate your body. You can even move your body in any way you want. You can just look at a tree, you can look at a plant, you can look at a newborn baby, like undulating all of her fours, and just, just the laughter is coming from the belly. So from that power, from that sacral power, the new is arising. And I would love to hear what is your new energies. What are your new creations? What are your new powers? And I have created inside of these days my new course about the fluidity of management, and I've given away all of my secrets about that fluidity when a client of mine, a beautiful, wonderful friend of mine, has asked me about all of my ways of how I doing it, of how I juggling it, of how I creating all of these creations inside of the field. My new book is coming up, my chapter in an anthology was published a few weeks ago. I've created my new courses. I'm launching my new field inside of the YouTube channel. So all of these flowerings I'm sharing with you to ignite your flowers, to ignite your blossomings, and to listen to these beautiful birds that are celebrating with me, with us, with you on this beautiful morning, beloveds. So share with us. I'm so grateful for you sharing with me and accompanying me on this journey that I wouldn't even know what would happen, closing my eyes, opening the field, opening the Akashic field, opening the Akashic healing, opening the Akashic revelations, and listening deeply to the birds, to the clouds, to myself, to my beloved.